King Charles III of the United Kingdom receives letters of credence in London. Prince Leka of Albania files a restraining order against his ex-wife in Tirana. King Frederick X and Queen Mary of Denmark visit Roskilde Cathedral. And Queen Rania of Jordan receives a special order in Amman. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Wednesday, March 6th, 2024. In Amman, the Royal Hashemite Court announced that His Majesty, King Abdullah II of Jordan, bestowed the Order of the Bejeweled Grand Cordon of Al-Nakhta, also known as the Wissam al-Nakhta, or the Order of the Renaissance, on Her Majesty, Queen Rania of Jordan, during a ceremony at Al Husseiniya Palace. The Queen received the order in appreciation of her distinguished service, her leading role in advancement of Jordanian society, and her keenness to support Jordanians in all fields. The King also sent a letter to the Queen on the occasion of the Silver Jubilee. Quote, "To my lifelong partner, Al Hussein, Your Majesty, Queen Rania Al Abdullah, may God bless you and protect you. I address you today with my deepest affection and pride. As I mark the 25th anniversary of the assumption of my constitutional powers, I find myself reflecting on my journey so far as a humble and faithful servant to our homeland. Through thick and thin, God has blessed me with an unwavering companion who has stood by my side in constant devotion to this nation, putting her larger Jordanian family before her own. I have witnessed firsthand how you have strived to ensure the very best for your fellow Jordanians in various fields, without ever seeking praise or gratitude in return. Every obstacle and hardship you have encountered has only made you more determined to serve the public with honor. Today, as you celebrate your Jordanian sisters and as the world celebrates women, I can think of no better occasion nor higher honor to recognize your efforts. Today, I bestow upon you the Order of the Bejeweled Grand Cordon of Al-Nakhta, Order of the Renaissance. May it serve as a further inspiration for you to continue with all that you do for our country. May God Almighty protect you and sustain you on the path of virtue. With my love, trust, and appreciation always, Abdullah II ibn al-Hussein." End quote. In Muscat, His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq Al Said of Oman held an audience this morning with the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriate Affairs of the Kingdom of Jordan, Mr. Ayman Al Safadi, at Al Baraka Palace. During the meeting, the minister presented the Sultan with a handwritten letter from His Majesty King Abdullah II of Jordan regarding aspects of existing cooperation between the Kingdom of Jordan and the Sultanate of Oman in various fields within the, quote, framework of the good bilateral relations that unite them, end quote. On Tuesday, Her Royal Highness Princess Lala Asma of Morocco welcomed the First Lady of the Ivory Coast to Rabat. The First Lady is on a 2-day official visit to Rabat to participate in the launch of the second phase of the United We Get Along Better campaign, which aims to, quote, restore hearing to underprivileged African children, end quote. In Stockholm, His Majesty King Carl Gustaf of Sweden and Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Victoria of Sweden attended a celebration on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the form of government held at Parliament. According to the Royal Court of Sweden, the form of government is one of Sweden's 4 constitutions and describes how the country should be governed, what democratic rights the citizens have, and how public power should be distributed. Quote, the first form of government dates from 1634. The form of government that was replaced in the 1970s was adopted on June 6, 1809. It was the same date that Gustav Vasa was elected king in 1523. These 2 events are the basis for why we celebrate Sweden's National Day on June 6th. Sweden's new and current form of government was announced in Sweden's parliament on 6 March 1974. End quote. On Tuesday in Copenhagen, Their Majesties King Frederik X and Queen Mary of Denmark visited the Roskilde Cathedral. In their social media post, the King and Queen wrote, quote, "A special royal tale. It was a bit like getting close to the past when we visited the Roskilde Cathedral yesterday afternoon. The impressive cathedral contains a royal time journey over 500 years. From the beautiful Epiphany Chapel with impressive tombstones for Christian III and Frederick II, over Christian IV's magnificent burial chapel and relatively modest coffin, to the Glucksburg Chapel, where Christian IX and also Frederick VIII and Christian X and their queens are buried." The visit was made no less lively by the fact that again we had Thomas Tholstrup, who is the museum director of the Kongeners Samling, with us as a dedicated tour guide. Our history and culture are an important part of who we are. We can read about it and we can read up on it, but it is still something very special to walk around it, as we did yesterday afternoon in the cathedral. Signed, the royal couple. End quote. And I'm pretty sure I mispronounced Kongeners Samling. I'm sorry. I apologize. I practiced. Still can't get it right. This morning, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway, as regent, visited the Technology Center, Mongstad. The TCM is the world's largest and most flexible test center for developing CO2 capture technologies and a leading competence center for carbon capture. Meanwhile, the Royal Court of Norway issued a press release regarding the health situation of His Majesty King Harald V of Norway. His Majesty the King's health is steadily improving, and his general condition is satisfactory. The treating physicians are content with the progress. The infection is under control, and a pacemaker insertion is likely to take place early next week. The Royal Court also released a statement from Their Majesties. Quote, "We feel a great need to thank you for all the care, help, and support in connection with the King falling ill on our holiday in Malaysia. We have felt the warmth flowing from the Norwegian people during this time. The great commitment has moved us and strengthened us. Many thanks to everyone for the care you have shown us in the family. Once back home in Norway, we would also like to extend a big thank you to the Malaysian authorities and staff at the Sultanah Mulia Hospital in Langkawi. Together with Norwegian health personnel, they did everything they could to ensure that the King would recover well from his illness and be ready for the journey home. We are very grateful to the Norwegian government, the armed forces, and others who assisted in making the journey home so safe and smooth for us." At the hospital, the King is now undergoing expert treatment. We thank everyone who has given us care, practical and health-related help in a challenging situation. End quote. In Den Haag, His Majesty King WillemAlexander of the Netherlands carried out a working visit to the Netherlands Forensic Institute. This year marks 25 years since the Forensic Laboratory and the Laboratory for Forensic Pathology merged into the NFI. In London, His Majesty King Charles III of the United Kingdom held an audience, via video, with the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau. Thereafter, His Majesty the King received letters of credence from newly appointed ambassadors to the United Kingdom at Buckingham Palace. The newly appointed ambassadors are from the Islamic Republic of Mauritania and the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria. In Monacoville, Her Serene Highness, Princess Stephanie of Monaco, accompanied by her daughter, Ms. Camille Gottlieb, attended the 2024 Women of Commitment Award ceremony held at the Conseil National de Monaco. The awards were held on the occasion of International Women's Day 2024. During the ceremony, the Princess presented the 2024 Women of Commitment Award to the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Monaco in Italy, Her Excellency Anne Eastwood. Ms. Eastwood received the award for her remarkable professional commitment to the service of the state of the Principality of Monaco. And finally, on Wednesday, His Royal Highness Prince Lega of Albania was physically attacked on camera by his ex-wife, Elia Zahara, and her father at the prince's home in Tirana, Albania. After the horrific incident, the prince immediately went to the police station and filed a report, as well as requested a restraining order against his ex-wife and ex-father-in-law, and handed over the video as evidence. Somehow, the video of the physical attack was leaked online and to the press. As a result, the Royal Court of Albania issued a statement. Quote, "Hello. As you have been informed, Prince Lega, on the afternoon of March 5th, was physically attacked with strong objects by his ex-wife and ex-father-in-law. In the videos of this moment have been made public on social networks. The videos have been submitted only to the police station by Prince Lega as material evidence of violence inflicted on him, but despite being considered a secret, these materials, together with the statement, circulated widely on social networks and in the media, transmitting unpleasant images. The Royal Court deeply expresses disappointment with law enforcement institutions that we suspect have violated the right to anonymity by distributing third-party videos. The Royal Court also seeks the intervention of the police and relevant institutions to delete these images from social networks and media." End quote. On January 15th, 2024, Prince Lega announced that he has filed for divorce from Elia Zahara. The couple have one child, a 3-year-old, Her Royal Highness Princess Geraldine of Albania. I've seen the video. It's... oh. There are no words. This woman is pretty violent. I'm sorry to leave the episode on such a bum note. I really am. I shouldn't have done it. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. But this is huge news. This is going to explode. As if 2024 couldn't get any more weirder. Goodness gracious. I'm just glad that Prince Lega is gone from this woman. Because this woman is bad news. She has such negative energy. I saw it at their wedding. Well, I wasn't at their wedding, but I saw it online. I thought, Lega, what are you doing? Anyway, thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I will be back tomorrow on Thursday, March 7th, with all the latest royal news, including Their Majesties King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia Spain's visit to Arco, Madrid. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful afternoon and a great day tomorrow. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, again, have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care.